Welcome, welcome.
Welcome and thank you so much for taking the time to be here tonight. Whoever invited you to this loves you a lot. So I got an angel. I like to say she's an angel. Someone shared this with me 3.5 years ago, and I didn't know I had I didn't know I had gut issues when I started this. I was eating the healthiest I had eaten. I was plant-based for 2 years prior to starting this, and had quite a lot in my healing journey of progress, right? So I didn't think that gut health was what I was suffering with, but what I had was eczema, and mental health issues. So like anxiety, depression, pretty debilitating depression. Like I couldn't get out of bed. Some days I would crawl back into bed after work. Some days I would call in sick because my anxiety was so bad. When I got pregnant with my first daughter was when I knew I needed to heal because, you know, I wanted to be the best mom I could be. And I had some mental health issues in my maternal lineage, and I did not want to pass that forward. I wanted to break the cycle. So that's what really led me to going on to my healing journey. And when I actually, went plant-based was when I really got saw and felt the connection between what we eat and how we feel. And that led me to further exploring and coming to gut health. All arrows kept pointing to gut health, of everything that I was suffering with. So IBS, eczema, and mental health. And I didn't, because I thought I ate healthy, I didn't think I was suffering with gut health issues. But when my friend Taz, who introduced this to me, shared a gift card with me she gave me an incredible gift code to save over $100 on this transformation package. I couldn't. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
did I?
Yeah.
So there was an energy to, to her, to what she was talking about that I just couldn't ignore. So I redeemed this gift card, and within a few days of trying this out, so many things started to change for me. Most notably was mental health. And my eczema that I suffered with for almost my whole life, especially after pregnancy, it was really bad, started to just go away. And it was like really going away. Like it had never fully left my body. And so like really seeing this like every day was getting better and better. And I was feeling better and better. And at the time I was on medication for my depression, that I never thought I would be able to get off of. But within weeks of doing this package, I started to reduce my medication to a point where, and this is in the middle of winter, I just didn't need it anymore. And it's been 3 years. I've been off of all five of my medications, and I haven't looked back. And I've been a huge advocate now for sharing gut health is mental health. And I shared it with my husband, who had an incredible transformation as well. So, yeah, Jared, if you want to.
For sure. So, coming into this, I was really skeptical about cleanses. I didn't like the idea of detoxing, doing these cleanses seemed very foreign to me. I didn't believe in them at all. But I would trusted Allison that she was feeling these benefits, and I could actually witness it firsthand how well she was doing. Her mental state improving drastically, her throwing out her medications that she had been on for years and years. So
My
I
skin.
was a believer, and I saw her skin condition improve where all she was being given before was superficial treatments, band-aid solutions like creams and like ointments, things like that, that didn't really do much at all. So for myself, I really enjoyed the products. I started taking everything daily, and I think that's really the game changers when you can do something consistently. I knew wheatgrass was very powerful, a powerful natural medicine, but not a lot of people could afford to take it every day, especially a clean organic source of it like we have. So very quickly, within a couple months, I lost about 25 pounds, and my asthma and my allergies went away completely. So I became an instant believer. I know that this stuff works, and it really just has to do with the way our bodies absorb and assimilate vitamins and nutrients from the food we're eating. So that's really what we're after. And for springtime, to really have that reset, to really start getting the most out of the food that you're eating, because you could spend a lot of time buying organic local produce and spending time juicing things like that. But unless your body's absorbing that nutrition properly through your gut, it's not going to do much. So this is what we're onto, and this is what we've shared with thousands of people who have healed from things like celiac disease, Hashimoto's, obesity, all these things, all these hormone imbalances from just a lifetime of not really absorbing nutrition properly. So this is the game changer. This is why we do this, why we share it, because we've discovered something that it's unlike any other product on the market. It's something like a biomedic that is actively repairing your gut by removing glyphosate, that water-soluble toxin in pesticides that's sprayed on everything non-organic. This is where we saw these a miracle of changes. So we'd like to introduce Sarah Brando.
Well, she can go into more detail about that element for sure. But yeah, just on just how easy and convenient it is, and how we give it to our kids is like, what I love about it is it tastes delicious and it's so easy, and it came to meet us exactly where we were at. I would have never been able to do something that was a huge deprivation or a huge change, being a busy mom. Jared was working full time. So that's what we really appreciate about how this came into our life, the convenience and the delicious taste that our whole family can really, really enjoy. And we see the benefits with our kids. And I'd love to introduce Sarah Brandel, who is a nutritionist and can explain the foods a little bit better and what they're doing in our bodies. So I would love to introduce Sarah Brandel.
Hi. So sorry, everybody. I'm catching a flight soon. So I'm in a cafe. So I'm at the mercy of the lighting. So sorry if it gets a little bright. But yeah, my background is nutrition science. That's my master's. I did my thesis on breast cancer incidence and recurrence rates and the relation to food. So this has been a big passion of mine for a very, very long time. And as I'm sure everybody on this call probably knows, but the general public doesn't, food is the biggest determinant in our health, our disease risk, even more than our genetics, because we know that through epigenetics, we can turn certain genes that can cause disease on and off like a light switch through our diet and lifestyle. How do we do that? By supporting our mitochondria, the supercomputer in our cells. We need good mitochondrial function. So the way all of this plays in for me, I work with everyone from professional athletes, very, very high performing CEOs, to a mother who is exhausted and needs more energy to help her children. And all of them have different unique needs. And it was extremely, extremely amazing for me to find a company through Allison and Jared, where I could actually recommend to all these diverse groups of people to go to the same place. I was sending, someone here for gut repair and someone here for parasite cleansing, just kind of sending people all over the place, buy from here, buy from here. And the things that are important to me, glyphosate testing. Do I know for sure there's no harmful genetically modified pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, insecticides in my food, especially when we're taking supplements to try and get healthier? The irony is that so many people are taking things that are best case expensive pee, worst case damaging themselves. And so that's what I look for as a baseline. Is it GMO free? Is it glyphosate free? Is it truly organic? And now to the next level. How are the enzymes and nutrients preserved? So is it just dried? A lot of stuff that's just dried, like you can get wheatgrass powder at a lot of health food stores, but are you going to absorb that? Was it properly raw solar dehydrated so that the enzymes remain? These are all things that are very, very important to look for. And it's going to come down to absorption. You can spend a lot of money on things that you don't absorb very well. So I'm extremely, extremely passionate about this because it made my life a lot easier, and it made my clients' lives a lot easier too, because I could send them all to one place with evidence. I'm a big evidence girl. I lead the nutrition department for a enzymes company. And so for me, if I'm going to be recommending something to these patients, it has to have evidence behind it. So Biomedic is an incredible glyphosate detox that actually has a clinical trial. It will remove about 74% of this toxic pesticide in about 6 weeks. So that's incredible. And then also the super aminos, Super Amino 23. That's another product as well that comes in the 30-day package that is incredible. It is pre-absorbed plant-based proteins. So for anybody with any sort of gut issues, digestive issues, absorption issues, this is perfect for you because you will start to first repair with the Biomedic, absorb with the super aminos, and then add in all of the greens through the Power Shake. And now I know that somebody's baseline nutritional needs are met. So now we can go deeper. Now we can go into the healing. But first and foremost, we have to meet someone's baseline needs. And it is amazing what I have seen over the last few years working with Purium, seeing how people who identified with certain conditions found out that after they met their baseline nutrition, they actually didn't have that condition. All of a sudden, their adrenal fatigue, which is just mitochondrial dysfunction, got a lot better. Their insomnia, mitochondrial dysfunction, got a lot better. Their gut issues, they got a lot better. So really amazing. That's what I look for as a nutritionist. I look for the evidence, I look for the quality, and most importantly, I look for the results. So if anyone has any questions, you guys can find me on Instagram or ask afterwards. But yeah, that's why I'm very passionate about this. For me, this is pure fun, and it's really amazing to see people's recovery and results.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sarah. It's like, yes, it's really inspiring to hear how this all works, because when you feel it in your body, you just feel it, but actually like understanding the science behind it is just so interesting. So I would love to introduce Eric Mish, who is he's a marathon runner. He is a athlete, very fit man and he is also a very successful entrepreneur, and why he got into this. So Eric, please unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. I am always so inspired when I hear yours and Jared's story. Sarah, you always come in with such great knowledge. My journey started with a transformation as well. You're going to hear that a lot in the Purium community, that it all started with a 30-day break from all of the processed foods and sugar and junk that we normally tend to consume on a regular basis. And this is not just a 30-day program. This jumpstarts people into a healthier lifestyle because it helps them build habits, healthy habits. And that's what it did for me. I was not always the healthiest person. I was addicted to caffeine, literally would live on coffee at all times of the day and night. I had major sugar cravings, especially at night. That's when, the ice cream cravings would kick in, and M&Ms, and you name it. And I had a very heavy animal protein based diet. And so of course I was suffering from inflammation. I was, feeling effects on my nervous system, sleep issues, you name it. Energy levels were going down. And that's why I always needed a stimulant to pick me up. So even though if you asked me, I probably would have said I'm fairly healthy, but the litmus test came when in 2009, I got the swine flu really bad. And I realized just how weak my immune system was. And so I did recover, but it left me with a lot of after effects that lasted almost a year later. And so I realized I needed to make a change. And in 2012, I found superfoods and I started making changes. Of course, this ultimate lifestyle transformation helped jumpstart me into a healthier lifestyle. I did end up losing over 20 pounds of body fat. But what it did for me energy level wise was nothing short of a miracle. And if you look in the background, you see medals from marathons and half marathons I've ran before. I was never a runner. I couldn't even run down the block. I'd get so tired after just even a few seconds of running. I went from that to running 26.2 miles. And I have to attribute it to diet and lifestyle changes. That was the biggest difference, because of the energy and the recovery that I was able to achieve just by cutting out inflammatory foods. And so, of course, the changes were pretty noticeable to me, but not just to me, to others as well. And they started asking me, what are you doing? As they started seeing me become half the man that I was before, and making all these changes. Obviously, people wanted to know how I was doing it. And of course, I had to let them know that, it was Purium. So that's when I realized that this opportunity comes with an incredible program. It's called our gift card system. And it makes it really easy to share the results that we're getting. So I started sharing a few gift cards. And by the way, if you're here for the first time tonight, you will get a gift card code worth over $100 off this ultimate lifestyle transformation from the person who invited you to this call. So we're going to encourage you afterwards to get back with the person who invited you and ask them for a gift card code if you haven't gotten one already. But very similar to that, I got a gift card from someone 10 years ago, and it literally turned into a lifestyle change. And then when I started sharing my own gift cards, I started sharing them with a few people, and it turned into an incredible business model. And at the time, I was working a very demanding full-time corporate job, working 60 to 70 hours a week, totally stressed out, with a lot of stress and anxiety. And so the idea of being able to work a business that offered time freedom and location freedom was just a dream. But it became reality when I started sharing gift cards. It became that simple. So what turned into a few gift cards that I shared ended up turning into over 64,000 people today that, as a result of those gift cards, ended up getting healthier. Some of those individuals have made this an actual career, and it's incredible. And we've helped lots of people on a lifestyle as well as start their own business. So if you're someone who is passionate about health and wellness, as I am, I love talking health. I've always, been a health advocate, although I haven't always known how to implement that. Then there's an incredible opportunity here. We're not looking for salespeople. We're looking for people who can authentically share their story with a system that actually works. And what I love about the Purium opportunity is that it's very turnkey. Like Sarah was mentioning, it gives her a path to send her clients down without getting distracted. They can follow a simple system, and it comes with all of the support as well. And so I would encourage you, whether you're just interested in doing a ULT, or you want to take it a step further and you may know people who want to join you. If you know some people that also want to get healthier and join us on our spring group transformation, then I would encourage you to ask a little bit more about our business partner program called our BP program. And so you'll get an entire business model, no additional cost. Comes with everything you need to promote this healthy lifestyle, including unlimited gift card codes. So that's pretty awesome. There's no additional cost for that. You just have to make a commitment to genuinely and authentically share your journey with others that you think you can benefit. So thank you so much, Allison and Jared, for inviting me on. Turn it back over to you.
Of course. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I think what a lot of people are looking for is a lifestyle change. And when you hear something like the illness that you're experiencing or your deficiencies are related to lifestyle, what can you possibly do to fix that? Are you going to change everything that goes into your mouth overnight? Most likely not. That's a difficult decision. I know I couldn't give up a lot of things. I crave sugar. I like salty foods, things like that. And a lot of that time, those cravings are coming from your gut, from parasites, from things that are actually within your control to eliminate. So by adopting this lifestyle, it's just a daily ritual that we have every day, where instead of coffee in the morning, I'll have a green shake. I'll have the power shake.
Which, by the way, changes your cravings, because when you're satiating your body with nutrients, with real food, you are filling your body with that, and you don't crave the other stuff that we crave, because we're so lacking in nutrition in our standard American diet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just helps you to make better choices. So, with any addictions, it's like you need to replace it. So if you're looking this spring to release anything, it could be coffee, it could be alcohol, it could be cigarettes, it could be food addictions, or like I was addicted to pharmaceutical medication. It's about having healthy replacements that it's about replacement, right? So you're not going to just cold turkey cut out something, but you will just gradually replace it with better choices, and then your body just wants the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And what Sarah's mentioning is that the cravings are a result from gut bacteria. So you could have done a lifetime of damage with overuse of antibiotics, eating overly processed food, and just super sanitization of everything nowadays is killing the good bacteria in your gut, that we're trying to restore that harmony back so that you're properly assimilating vitamins and nutrients from food. Once you do that, I witnessed huge changes. My energy levels increased, better sleep, better recovery from exercise. And like Eric, I could not run before. I was not able to even do a light jog without losing my breath. I got nauseous. Now I can run miles and miles, no issues. And, this is something that's within your at your fingertips. It's like not this new technology. It's actually a very age-old technology. We're talking about Egyptian heirloom wheatgrass, and just things that
Real food. Yeah, and maybe we can just share what this package is, so that
Sure.
people can actually get a visual. People I know out there need to see what we're talking about when we say what we're going to be getting here.
So the package is called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, and you can go to ultpack.com, and whoever invited you here has the gift code. So you can't even check out without a gift code to take advantage of that savings, over $100 off. It's actually 25% off the retail price. So everything's vegan, non-GMO, organic, dairy-free.
In home compostable packaging too. So that really
Exactly.
makes yeah.
So the daily operation, these are your new rituals, will be a green shake, the power shake, which is amazing healthy fats, tastes amazing. There's a sweetened version with apple berry, or you can go unflavored. Allison likes the unflavored. The biomedic, okay, so this is what we touched on quite a bit. This is very unique to Purium. There's really nothing else like this available on the market. So it's a pre and probiotic, fulvic and humic acid, that is doing the repair. It's proven in medical trials to remove glyphosate from your gut. And there's nothing else that could do that. So you are preparing your gut to absorb nutrition from the daily power shake. You want to touch on the
aminos? I love the aminos. I know Sarah just went into the science a little bit about it. And it's like when you feel them, this is something special. Like I didn't have that energy to go and work out. I wasn't able to do a push-up before. And when I started taking these, I wanted to work out. I wanted to do push-ups. And I had just had 2 babies where I gained 60 pounds in both my pregnancies. And so of course I had like stretched out loose skin. I'm telling you, within a few weeks, I don't know how long it took, but not long at all, my skin was like, I didn't have that loose skin anymore, even on my stomach and around, even my face. I noticed the tightening in my skin, and I didn't even know that was something that this did until I learned more about it. But yes, it tightens your skin as well. So it's like, for people concerned physically, all of us want to look better. So it actually helps with that, and gives us so much more energy and mental acuity. And the tart cherry, well, I know Sarah is an expert in sleep. Maybe, Sarah, you want to just touch on that?
Maybe that's cleanse out.
Yeah, sure.
And the
So a few
cleanser,
things with
yeah.
sleep. So the apothecary for sleep is extremely important because what it does is it actually helps replenish melatonin stores, which as we age deplete naturally, which is why children have vivid dreams and they remember them. And as we age, that happens less and less. Our melatonin is decreasing. You could pop a melatonin pill, or you could try and restore yourself naturally where you're not going to create, if not physiological, a psychological dependency on synthetic melatonin. So I love apothecary for that. It's fantastic. It's also very high antioxidant, which of course we need for free radicals. So aging, skin, organ function, tissues, all of that. Also, Biomedic is incredible for sleep, not immediately, in the long term. And the reason why is because our circadian rhythm and our gut bacteria are actually intrinsically linked. They operate on the same schedule. So if you're one of those people that goes to bed at a different time every night, you get up at a different time every day, your meals are kind of all over the place, chances are your gut bacteria and your sleep are falling out of line as well. So by healing your gut and also by getting on a good routine where you do Biomedic at one time, Power Shake another time, try and have lunch at the same time, you'll create a very consistent schedule where you'll actually be able to heal your sleep as well. But the apothecary is very, very good for melatonin and for short term, but long term, the Biomedic is actually what's going to help heal the gut.
Amazing,
And
amazing.
do you want to just touch on Super Cleansar? I know living in
Yes,
Mexico, this has helped you quite a bit.
so important. Look, there's Vanessa.
Yeah.
That's Vanessa's hair. Amazing. So, Super Cleanser is actually how Allison and I bonded because I showed up to Belize. I rolled up with like one suitcase of clothes and jungle stuff, and then a little suitcase of supplements. And one of them was like a parasite cleanse. So I had like 6 different supplements lined up, and I was like, that's it. And nothing's getting in me. I'm killing this. I got really sick in Guatemala, so I learned. And Allison came over with her Super Cleanser, and she's like, well, what do you think of this? And I'm peeling it back, and I'm like, walnut and cloves, and I'm seeing all these things that I had purchased individually all in one pill. So I was like, okay, this is amazing. What else is there? And that's how I started looking at the other products. But the reason Super Cleanser is so amazing compared to other parasite cleanses is because it has the ingredients. This is gross. Not only to kill the worms, but also to kill the eggs, which is really important because some of them only focus on killing the worms. So if you're doing a very effective parasite cleanse, yes, you need to change your diet, but you'd want to do, for example, a super cleanser, finish the package, take a break for 20 days, let the eggs hatch, and then do another package, and bam, you're good. Once a year, I recommend, unless you live in the tropics like me, and then every 6 months, I recommend doing that.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. So if you're ready to get started, we're doing a group cleanse that's launching in April 1st. So you can actually get community support with it and actually have Allison provides recipes. We hold you accountable and we work as a team. So it's a really amazing way to start a cleanse where you actually have that support. That's almost crucial to, get results from it.
There's so much healing in the community and the support that you get here. So definitely, if you are interested in doing this, whoever has invited you has over $100 for you, and you would get it in time for our April cleanse group. So I mean, you can always jump in, but it would be awesome to start all together. There's something really powerful in this like healing collective.
Right. So thank you guys all so much for coming. We're going to keep this at 30 minutes as promised. We do have a giveaway of a product called Cracked Cell Chlorella. Sarah, if you have 1 minute, do you think you could share a little bit about Cracked Cell Chlorella?
Yeah, I talked really fast. Lucky for you guys. The Cracked Cell Chlorella is something that I have been taking for probably 10 years. This is an amazing thing to take after flights as well, because it can help in a mild, safe way detoxify radiation from the body. It is one of the highest protein foods on earth. It's not chicken, it's not turkey, it's actually chlorella and spirulina. They're between 55 and 65% protein by weight. So this is a highly absorbable plant-based protein, but also it's packed with omega-3s, which especially if you're on a plant-based diet, we need those for our skin, our hair, our nails, our heart, our brain. Very, very, very important. I like the Cracked Cell Chlorella tabs because I don't love the taste of the powder, but you can put it in smoothies and do it that way. But chlorella it's kind of like one of nature's multivitamins. It should definitely be in everyone's routine. It's extremely, extremely nutrient dense. It also gives you a really good burst of energy if you want to pop some before a workout, or it actually is an anti-inflammatory and rejuvenating after a workout as well, because of the aminos and the omegas. So up to you. I kind of like to do it before personally, but sometimes I'll take some after too. But yeah, that's a really, really good product, and also one that's really hard to find, because chlorella and spirulina, if they don't come from a good source, you have to watch out for radiation, heavy metals, all kinds of contaminants. So that's where getting companies with good sourcing are extremely, extremely important, because you don't really know what you're taking otherwise.
And doesn't it also bind to heavy metals, right? And helps to
Yeah.
remove, yeah.
Heavy metals, EMFs, all that kind of stuff. It does bind. For a deeper cleanse, you'd want to, I don't want to confuse anyone, but you can add in a product called fulvic zeolites with the chlorella as well if you want to do a heavy metal cleanse, which I really, really recommend as well. But first and foremost, get your baseline nutrition and do the cleanse, take some chlorella. You're going to feel amazing.
Amazing. Yes, and I love the taste of them. I actually snack on them. But so there's going to be a lucky winner. There's going to be a lucky winner. I'm really excited. We're just doing the draw. So we have a special app to do this. Let me just
go ahead and do the draw. What do you get?
Oh, my name, AJ.
Yeah, AJ, congratulations. So get at whoever invited you, AJ,
AJ,
and
you
we'll get your
won.
information and your address, and we'll send that out to you right away. So thank you guys all so much for joining. Thank you, Sarah. Have a safe flight. And Eric, thank you so much, as always, for joining. You're the man. And this is a powerful cleanse. It really could change your life. It upgraded our lifestyle 100,000%. You know, it changed our careers. We can live and travel wherever we want. We're on permanent vacation now, just helping people heal their guts. And this is the new frontier of science, is gut health and the microbiome.
And health is the ultimate freedom. So let's cleanse together. Let's heal the world together. And let's feel our best. We're going to spring. Let's release anything we no longer need and bring in the good. So happy spring, everyone. And we can't wait to invite you into our community and see you all there. See you all in the group.
Great community. Lots of support, lots of love. We got your back.
Thank you, everyone.
So get with whoever invited you if you're curious, if you want to take the plunge with us. See you soon. Thank you so much,
Stop the
everyone.
recording. Okay.